I'm Max Lemayian. I'm a Zungur from Sweden, also found himself in Kenya. This is my farm in Kenya, in Samburu, Maralal, where we practice permaculture and agroforestry. So we're planting many trees here, many trees for many different uses. And when we have a forest like this and many trees, one thing that we actually get early as a resource, as a benefit, is a traditional toothbrush. So I wanted to show you the toothbrushes that I use personally from this shamba. So come along and see. So one of the trees that I commonly use, and actually is commonly used in Kenya, is Gravillea. So I normally prune these trees. I want them to grow straight. You can see here it has been pruned, so that it goes up and even one day maybe it will have some timber. So I normally don't remove these small branches, but when it becomes a size something like this, I can just sense. Actually, this one I'm not really ready. Let me check this one. It's also a little bit too soft. Let us try this instead. So this one is hard, even this one. So something like this, I'll prune it. And then I'll remove these leaves. They are going to be mulching for one of the trees. And then I normally check where it is a good size. This one here, to go closer. This one here is a little bit big. The good size, I would say, is something here. It's less than 10 millimeters, more than 5. And the sizes actually is different between the different trees. And then I just remove the bark like this. And then I chew the side. To make a brush. And it's also important that inside here is wood, all of it is wood. Some trees, they have a very soft part when they are growing in the beginning. So it's important it has that. So Gravillea is nice. It's very available in Kenya. It's actually, I guess, the #1 tree that people plant, although it's originally from Australia. So this one I use in the morning or daytime as I go on with my daily life. The normal toothbrush, the plastic one, I'm still using, but you find that that one is in the evening. So Gravillea is the most common one because we have so many of them. It has a good taste, it is soft, easily available. But there are some others, so let's see the others. Hello. One of the other trees is this one. This one is called the Larkirdingai locally. Botanically, it's called Croton. And this is a Croton that grows slowly and is strong. I think Croton dichogamus. Now, this one, when you remove them, you don't want them to be too big. If they are very big, they'll be a little bit hard to chew. So let me try this size. A smaller size. And when you smell this one, it has a lot of aroma. Gravillea is very neutral, but this one has a strong aroma. And when you chew, this one is a little bit bitter. And I believe that bitterness is good. This tree actually treats some flu, sour throat and whatever. So I believe this is a good tree to chew when there's that time for flu, or even I'm starting to feel it. Then I can use it. So it's a nice one. This one was a little bit hard. It would have been needed to find a softer one, but the size was good. Let me try this. So with this kind of mswaki, you learn after some time which sticks are good. You see, when you are removing many. And this thing is useful. Maybe you are you have forgotten your toothbrush and you're in safari. You can go and look for these things. So this one was better. Okay, we have others. Let us see the other one. Another tree I use is locally called sokoni in Samburu language. Maasai they call osokonoi. And this one is very medicinal. You remove a branch, not too big, and make sure that it doesn't have the green. If you look this side, there's some green soft part. It doesn't need to have that. Bra. So this one is very bitter. But I believe it's good when you have tonsillitis, sour throat, when you have bleeding in your mouth, when you have teeth coming, when you have problems. This one is really a chili. Sometimes they refer this tree as a pepper bark tree. And I really understand, it's very bitter. So it's also one of my favorites, this one. But not always, it's not as comfortable to use because of that bitterness, but it's really feels medicinal. So let's go for the best one. So our very most favorite is the olive tree. Locally known as Ingerioi, while Maasai they call it Olerian. So this one is very nice. It grows a little bit slower than the other trees, and it's very hard. So you don't need a big stick, less than 5 millimeters, I would say, on this one. It's very nice. It's very hard. It lasts long. It tastes well. It might also have some medicine, I don't know. But I like this, and most of the people here actually prefer this one. So these are things that you can get early, like a size like this tree, which can reach this tree. It can be like this size in like 3 years. So you can get these toothbrushes. And I really enjoy using these toothbrushes because they clean in a different way. The plastic toothbrush, it cleans a little bit shallow, but this one cleans deeper. And then traditionally this Olorian, they have been using to whiten the teeth. So what they do, they take a stick for Olorian, and then you crush the charcoal for the same tree. And you dip this one in the charcoal, and then you brush. And then your mouth will be black. And after that you spit and clean and whatever, and you find your teeth are more clean. So those are the toothbrushes we have. One of the things we get from our forest here. So I hope you learned something new. If you find this information interesting, oh, there's a lot of wind. If you find this information interesting, make sure to subscribe. There will be more content like this coming up. You can also check my YouTube channel because there's some history. Since 2012 I've uploaded quite some videos. So thank you for this time.